What's up, guys? This is Cody, and welcome back to another episode of The Infected. How's everybody doing today? Today, I'm doing fine. So this video is going to be a little bit of a different video than we typically do here on The Infected. And the reason why is because the developer is putting out some updates that some of you may or may not be, taking a look at in the beta version or, just missed. So I'm going to try to do some of these as well. Try to update, keep you guys informed on some of the changes and bug fixes that he's been doing. So let's just start with the last two versions since the last time I played this game. So beta version 14.12b and 14.13b. So alrighty then. So let's just get into this real quick. So if you are following along, you can do this on Steam, and obviously on you can go on, you follow the Infected and everything like that. But anyways, let's just talk about some of these. So in 14.12b, there's been some fixes. So in the caves, you could apparently you could not get water or anything. That has been changed. So you can get water in the caves, which is really good because in the wintertime, you cannot. Well, you know what? You can wash your hands in the water when it's frozen in the wintertime out here. So it's really not that big of a deal. So let's just take a look at one of the big changes for this update so far. So previously, it was either you could extract only stone in the mineral extractors in a cave, or you had a random chance of getting stone or any of the other minerals in the mineral extractor. Now, you could change it to do one or the other, or keep it at random. Now, here's the thing. If you keep it at a random or at its default setting, you have 5 minutes per extraction. If you change it to a specific ore, it immediately goes up to 10 minutes. So if you keep it random at its default setting, it's 5. If you're trying to get one of the ores, it goes up to 10 minutes. So it's double the time. And obviously stones are going to be 1 minute per extraction. Okay, so that's pretty cool. I like that feature for those of you that don't want to wait on random. But there is a penalty if you want a specific ore. And that penalty is it doubles the extraction time. I like that feature. That's pretty cool. I like the way he did that. You know what I'm saying, about? Okay. Metal tip spikes. So he has decreased the HP from 750 from 500 to 350. Okay. We're not going to be using metal spikes in this season, I don't think. So not a big deal for us. That does suck for those of you that are doing that. Barbed wire HP has reduced from 750 to 500. That does suck for us because our primary perimeter defense is going to be these barbed wire fences. But if you look here, we still have 750 HPs out of 500. So obviously, I'm assuming once it drops below 500, we're not going to be able to repair to the 750. Makes sense, but I do like the fact that if you had 750 previously, he did not mess with it. So that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool little feature. I like that. I don't like that. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That all changes you're going to like. Noise and light meter attacks start only after day 3. So, sorry. Morning time things are really bad sometimes. Anyways, so we're on day 33. So you will not get any kind of attacks or anything until after day 3 when it comes to your light and noise value, which is, I like that. Kind of gives you a little bit of a grace period. Also, after day 20, which we're in day 33, remember, after day 20, a chance of 2 mini bosses and between 4 to 6 minions per attack. I like that because honestly, I thought that one mini boss was easy. Be honest with you, like we could pretty much hold our own unless we got a little, what's the word I'm using? Careless, if you will. Is okay. Next change: circular saw bench noise meter value has increased from 0.10 to 0.15. Okay, that's really not that big of a deal for those of you, or for any of us really, because unless you're using this 24/7, and none of us do, some of us may use this at more points in the game than others, especially when you're trying to stockpile resources and stuff like that. But, overall, that's really not that big of a deal. All right, next change. AI attacks from noise and light meters will despawn after a player's death. It previously took 3 to 5 deaths. Okay. So, okay, that's pretty cool. Never experienced that little bit of a that thing before. And now one of the other and last changes in the game, which I really, really like. What time is it? Man, it's starting to get dark. Is the armor will degrade slower. I tell you what, let's pick this over up in the daytime because it's starting to get a little bit dark. We're back. It's morning time. Yes, that was quick. Ooh, I love the power of editing. Anyways, so it has been a really big change to the armor. I say big change. I don't know how big of a change it really is. So let's just take a look at it. As it sits right now, we have completely went through all of our armor. So we're going to have to craft more armor. But armor will degrade slower. Previously, each attack would damage armor by 2. So I'm assuming like all armor by 2. Now they will only be damaged by 1, except for the body armor that will be damaged by 0.5. Not sure that I completely understand that or not, but it's a change in the positive direction for the armor. What we really need is the ability to repair our armor. But you know, this is a positive change for the armor nonetheless. But anyways, I like that. That's pretty cool. Okay, now added. This is a couple more things that are been added to the game. So Mike can now replenish your stone crates. Okay, it's about time that he's been able to do a little something. So he can now replenish your stone crates, which is pretty cool. I like that. I like that little bit of a feature. I don't know why he hadn't been able to do that in previous versions, but now Mike can replenish the stone crates given if his house is within a certain radius, or if his house or the stone nodes are within a certain radius of his house. Those that radius is a large radius of 25k Unreal units away from his house. Okay. So I'm assuming because, you know, this game was made in the Unreal Engine, so it's based in those units. So, well, I like that's pretty cool. And the last but not least, guys, is I think there's been a lot of people asking for this. I'm not 100% sure, but you know, obviously there's been a change to what the ration, or what it takes to make the ration with the introduction of the milk. So here's the thing: one ration, okay, takes a stew mix, a melon, 3 mushroom, and 2 eggs. And the small ration, which is the new item in the game, takes 1 raw chicken, 1 melon, 1 mushroom, 1 egg. Automatically, hands down, a lot easier to make. Here's the kickback to it. It does half of everything that the full ration does, which makes sense if you look at it. You have your carbs, your protein, your fat, your vitamins, your energy, your thirst. And boom, yeah, exactly half, or roughly half of most of that stuff. And then the stat boost. So you get 0.25 on everything except for your sun resistance on your full ration. And then obviously, as you should, you get half of that boost on your max health, stamina, and thirst. And then obviously 0.05 for your sun resistance on the small ration. Makes perfect sense. But look here, the full ration takes a stew mix, right? Okay, so a stew mix takes 1 raw meat, raw liver, okay, raw veggie mix, and 1 milk. You get the milk from the goats in the barn. In the barn. So obtained by goats in the barn. So you automatically have to do the animal husbandry type thing anyways. So that's the only way you can get milk in the game. So, and you need the veggie mix. And the veggie mix takes 1 corn, 1 cucumber, 1 potato, and 1 onion. So the full blown ration is a lot. It's a lot, guys. And as it should be, especially with the addition of the small ration, because the small ration is now actually pretty easy to get. The thing that you got to get with the small ration, though, is chickens. And chickens, however they are all over the place, are not, you know, you have to go out and get them unless you're raising them in a barn or something like that. But anyways, guys, so let's go on up to update or beta version update 14.12. Okay, and there's only a couple things here So there's been some fixes. Some player gave, okay, so I don't have an issue there. Mike had issues with repairs if the object he was trying to repair was moved by a player before he reached it. Okay, well, that kind of makes sense. So one thing I wanted to take a look at is in the game settings, and I'm wondering, can we do this real quick? Go to quit here, and this will be the last thing that we look at in the game. So if you go to load game, go to here, your AI settings. This is new. This is a new setting in the game, and you can enable or disable multiple boss attacks. Obviously, this does not take place until after day 20. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's a new setting. I'm gonna leave all this enabled. All right, guys, so we're back in the game. Tell me what you guys think about this kind of update overview video of what he's doing with some of these, obviously the bug fixes I'm fine with, but some of the changes and additions to the game, I kind of like it, to be honest with you. It makes it more interesting. How in the world do we get a random piece of thing over here? Okay, that's cool, whatever. Anyways, guys, so that's a little bit of an update video overview of some changes that he's doing in some of the beta versions, moving up towards the live versions of the game. But anyways, guys, I do think that's going to be it for me in today's episode. Tell me what you think down below in the comment section about, some of these little overview videos. If you like it, if you don't like it, whatever. Anyways, just let me know what you think. I do appreciate it. But like I said, guys, I think that's going to be it for me in today's video. If you liked it, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. And as always, guys, I'll catch you in the next episode. Peace out.